Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
The National Assembly has approved President Tinubu's request to extend the implementation of the 2023 Appropriation Act and the 2023 Supplementary Budget from the 30th of June to the 31st of December 2024. The time extension is to allow for the completion of critical capital projects and avoid the situation of abandoned projects. National Assembly correspondent Jokadisa and Tijesu Adeoye have the details.
An emergency sitting of sort as the House cuts short its Eid al-Kabir holiday to attend to Mr. President's demand for the extension of two money bills. Mr. President seeks to extend the operationalization of the components of the capital projects of the 2023 budget, along with the 2.17 trillion naira supplementary budget from June 30 to 31st December. This is to enable the release of funds to security agencies to aid the fight against terrorism and complete ongoing projects.
Allow for effective implementation to the benefit of Nigeria and all Nigerians. That essentially the date be adjusted from 30th June 2024 to 31st December 2024.
Minority Leader Kingsley Chinda agrees on the need to complete capital projects, but cautions against the repeated elongation of the budget lifespan.
Yes, it is in the interest of the country that these projects be concluded, but this process and procedure might not appear to be completely correct. In criticizing this, we will not just criticize, but profile an alternative, sir.
His view was unanimously supported by members.
It's for us as a house and an institution, while we have no cause whatsoever to stop it, I will be for it, and I will urge people to be for it. But at least at this critical moment, we must unite ourselves and we must stand collectively and send a signal to the government of the Federation.
Mr. Speaker's appeal that the request be granted and observations made known to the executive was roundly rejected. Then the lawmakers had to withdraw into an executive session to break the impasse. After about 30 minutes, plenary reopens and the Speaker gives its outcome.
It is in the best interest of the country to support this particular request from Mr. President to get the supplementary budget extended so that our security agencies who are waiting for these funds to be able to access it and be able to continue improving the security of the country.
The House settled for business and in no time passed the bills for second and third reading at the Committee of Supply. Lawmakers cautioned that having four budgets running simultaneously might be too burdensome for the federal government and runs against the principle of January to December budget cycle. Jokadisa, TVC News, Abuja.
Lawmakers are back to work to attend to pressing legislative business and also continue their duty of lawmaking. Their leave was cut short to attend to urgent matters of national importance, such as consideration of a request by President Tinubu to extend the implementation to the amendment bill. The lawmakers called for due diligence on the part of the federal government in ensuring that only projects captured in the Act are reflected.
In passing the budget, put a clause that those to be employed, the projects to be implemented are purely that of capital or maybe selected recurrent, if any.
We have approved a budget here, and you cannot go back to select some few items. It's going to be bad for this system.
We need to know the percentage. We need to know how many remaining to be able to have a 100% implementation.
The bills passed third reading after clause-by-clause consideration.
Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The Senate also addressed the rumored controversy about granting approval for the acquisition of a presidential air fleet. The senators described this as cheap blackmail by fifth columnists.
It had never been discussed either on the floor of the Senate or among individual senators or at the executive's closed session. There is no such request.
The purveyors of the story know very well that maybe there is problem with the presidential fleet and that where they will go to will be the parliament. And so they are now trying to do anticipatory blackmail to tell us if they bring it, do not look into it. So I think that we should ignore them and focus on what we are doing here.
The day's business is done and dusted, and plenary has been adjourned to the 2nd of July, 2024. TVC News.